In the vast and complex world of Soul Land 2, the rise of the Tang Sect coincided with the growing threat of the Holy Spirit Church, a dark force fueled by evil soul masters who were willing to sacrifice anything for power. Huo Yuhao, the main protagonist, faced many terrifying enemies throughout his journey, but among them, these 5 peerless, evil soul masters stood out for their brutality, mysterious powers, and devastating potential. Their presence nearly led to the downfall of the Douluo Continent itself. Let's begin with Wu Yun of Rising Sun City. Her combat power was rated at 89 out of 100, placing her at the peak of a Contra. With her secret technique, the touch of the Nether Serpent, she controlled undead forces and unleashed snake venom that corroded soul power itself. Although only an 8-ring Contra, her strength under the blessing of dark magic rivaled that of a standard titled Douluo. Her Nether Serpent martial spirit made her poison so potent it could even erode the source of an enemy's soul power. Wu Yun appeared beautiful on the outside, but her soul was soaked in cruelty. As the core enforcer of the Holy Spirit Church in Rising Sun City, she practiced a cultivation method that absorbed the essence and blood of the living. Over 1,000 dead souls served as puppets under her control, including a local Wuhan Hall deacon who had been reduced to nothing more than her mindless thrall. Her very existence was a symbol of fear, and she ruled the city like a goddess of terror. During the final battle of Rising Sun City, Wu Yun unleashed thousands of phantoms of the Hades snake to seal off space itself, forcing Huo Yuhao into a dire situation. The overwhelming force of her 8 soul rings pressured Yuhao so severely that even his bones began to creak under the strain. If it hadn't been for his self-created soul skill, 3 wonders of Hao Dong, which manipulated the power of emotion to overturn fate, he would have become yet another dead soul claimed by her rings. Her end came with poetic justice. As Huo Yuhao launched his counterattack, her spiritual core was shattered by the very technique she had underestimated. Her own Nether Serpent spirit backfired, causing her body to collapse into a pool of black water. With her fall, the evil Soul Master faction in Rising Sun City disintegrated completely. Next are the Three Zhongli Brothers, the infamous Death Concerto of the Netherworld Serpent. Their combined combat power was rated 92 out of 100, and together they were equivalent to a Super Douluo. Their most feared technique was the true form of the Netherworld Serpent, a martial soul fusion skill that summoned the terrifying Abyss Serpent domain. As individual Soul Douluo, their power already matched that of a typical title Douluo, but their synergy, shared martial spirit bloodline, and seamless coordination allowed them to crush even opponents below level 95. The Zhongli brothers were a notorious hunting team under the Holy Spirit Church. They shared the blood of the Nether Serpent and committed some of the most heinous atrocities in Soul Master history, including the extermination of the Dark Gold Terror Claw bear race. Not even cubs were spared from their brutality. When they tried to abduct the last remaining cubs, they were bold enough to challenge Shrek Academy directly. In the battle within the Xingdu Great Forest, the trio encircled the Golden Dragon Queen Qiuer. Their martial soul fusion created a monstrous python over 100 meters long that was poised to swallow her whole. It was only Huo Yuhao's desperate deployment of the 7th level fixed soul guide cannon, Thunder God's Wrath, that stopped them. The power of righteous lightning turned the blood serpents into ashes, highlighting the natural weakness of evil soul masters when faced with elemental thunder. Ironically, their ultimate demise came not from an enemy, but from themselves. During a confrontation with Huo Yuhao and Wang Donger, their failed attacks triggered the Dragon Roar of Destiny, a backlash of misfortune that caused them to lose control of their own powers. One by one, the brothers fell by each other's hands, victims of the internal chaos they had long sowed. Now we move to Tang Ya, once the proud leader of the Tang Sect, now remembered for her tragic fall, and later her redemption. With a combat rating of 95, she had reached Soul Saint level at rank 70, but her lethality surpassed that of ordinary titled Douluo. Her martial soul, once the noble blue-silver grass, transformed under the influence of darkness into soul-eating devil vines. Her signature domain, Strangling Maze, could crush opponents of the same level and even suppress those stronger than her. Tang Ya's descent into darkness is one of the most heart-wrenching in the series. Lured by the Holy Spirit Church, her soul was twisted and corrupted. Her love for Bei Bei remained, but it was buried beneath her obsession with power. She eventually turned on him, nearly killing him during the semi-finals of the All-Continent Soul Master competition. Her blue-silver overlord spear pierced his chest, and if she hadn't recovered a shred of her original self in that crucial moment, Bei Bei would have died. It was Huo Yuhao's purification abilities that finally cleansed her martial soul of corruption. Once freed, Tang Ya reclaimed her identity and resumed leadership of the Tang Sect. Her blue-silver grass evolved into the blue-silver emperor, and she achieved what no one had done before, becoming the first titled Douluo in history to possess twin, martial souls of both light and darkness. At number 2 stands Ma Xiaotao, the fallen phoenix whose fire nearly burned the world. Rated at a staggering 97 out of 100, Ma Xiaotao's power was born from the evil fire phoenix, a martial spirit that broke through its limits after being corrupted. Her flames, now transformed into hellfire, burned with a temperature rivaling the sun's surface. Her skill, Evil Phoenix Burning the Sky, allowed her to overwhelm the entire Shrek regular team single-handedly. Once a shining star of Shrek Academy's inner court, Ma Xiaotao was consumed by her uncontrollable evil fire. The Holy Spirit Church used this to their advantage, turning her into a weapon of mass destruction. Her fire changed from crimson to dark purple, and wherever she went, rivers boiled and cities melted. Her transformation became a terrifying lesson. Even the most gifted soul masters can be turned into monsters. In the climactic battle at the Mingdu mountain range, she scorched half of the Xingluo Empire's Soul Guide Legion in a single attack. Huo Yuhao had to join forces with the Tianming Ice Silkworm and the Ice Emperor to counter her power. Their technique, the pride of the two Ice and Snow Emperors, managed to freeze the evil flames just in time. Eventually, the elders of Poseidon Pavilion intervened to suppress the flames within her. Reborn from her own ashes, Ma Xiaotao rose again, not as a monster, but as a legend. She went on to become the youngest dean in Shrek's history and reach level 96, achieving the status of Super Douluo. Finally, we arrive at the most fearsome evil soul master of all, Dark Bell, the mistress of soul-snatching sound. Her combat power was nearly unmatched, rated 98 out of 100. As a level 98 Super Douluo, she wielded terrifying spiritual power. Her signature technique, 9 Bells Soul Devouring, bypassed all physical defenses to strike directly at the soul, causing even titled Douluo to lose control of their powers. She once seriously injured the mighty Debussy, leader of the Body Sect. Despite her appearance as a delicate girl, Dark Bell was a 100-year-old demon in disguise. Her weapon of choice? A bell made from a titled Douluo's skull. Her laugh alone could drive entire cities to madness. She was the leader of the Holy Spirit Church's 4 heavenly kings and the embodiment of spiritual terror. In their battle outside Changkun Valley, Huo Yuhao activated the Eye of Destiny to withstand her mental assaults. Their spiritual clash was so intense, it tore through space itself. It took the desperate intervention of Wang Cure, who used her golden dragon bloodline to shatter the field of sound, to save the Shrek 7 devils from total annihilation. Her end came at the hands of Huo Yuhao and Tang Wutong's soul fusion skill, Hao Dong Palm. Their final blow shattered her soul weapon, and the violent backlash dragged her down into the abyss of silence forever. In the world of Soul Land, evil soul masters are more than just enemies. They are cautionary tales. They mirror the darkest desires of all soul masters, the hunger for strength, the fear of weakness, and the temptation of shortcuts. But through the redemptions of Tang Ya and Ma Xiaotao, we learn that even in the deepest darkness, a flicker of light can still guide the way home. When Huo Yuhao's purifying light finally illuminated the blood-stained altar of the Holy Spirit Church, the legacy of evil soul masters began to fade into dust, forever etched in history, yet ultimately defeated by heart, courage, and truth. So among these 5 terrifying evil soul masters, which one shocked you the most? Whose power thrilled you, or whose story left you with chills? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to share your favorite battle scenes from Soul Land 2. Until next time.